everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a flip through of 4 of my planners. So the social media, my wellness, and my catch-all desk planner, and of course my skinny classic. And just a quick, view of how the October month went in these 4 planners. So with that, let's just get busy. First off, you'll notice, maybe you will, maybe you won't, but I flipped out the covers. I took some covers that I had from old planners and put them down in this one, and my desk it just reflects the season for me. It's very dark all the time here in Canada. Winter's headed its way. We've already had a sprinkle of snow here and there and a few hail. So we know here that, that white stuff, the 4-letter word, is not far behind. So let's do straight to October. October was Rett Syndrome Awareness Month, so I did a purple kind of thing in this, I guess the October monthly. This planner doesn't really have like a currently page and that kind of stuff. So it's just this. So I decorated that up. So cute. Anyway, somebody asked me, do you always put stuff here or plans here when you have it in your planner? You know what? The odd time, yeah, I'll just flip to October and see if there's anything instead of flipping through every page to get to... I should really think about getting maybe a dashboard made so I can flip it. But, this works too. And sometimes I don't even use this. I mean, let's go back to one just to give you an idea. So, okay. So I used it in September. Okay, so I'm a liar. Oh, okay. So I didn't use it. So there's, some months I use it, some months I don't. Okay? Let's just say that. So I'm not really a liar. But anyway, let's get to it. So this spread, I really love this spread. I didn't do this on a video. I did it off camera. And to be honest, I don't even think I posted this on Instagram. I wish I had of, but I didn't. It is what it is. There's times when you just get so busy, and honestly, this YouTube thing has kind of thrown my schedule off. Before, I would have all my planners decorated, pictures taken and edited and ready for posting on Saturday, Sunday. And now here it is, Thursday, and I haven't even posted 3 of my spreads yet. So, I need to get on a better schedule. Plain and simple. Anyway, back to the spread here. I loved this floral up the middle. Very nice. The colors were beautiful, and enough said on that. It was very nice. This was Thanksgiving weekend, so, And then I did 11th to the 17th. I did, obviously, a Halloween theme. And, I just love the washi that I have here. I incorporated that little bit of a house and the ghosts up. This spider was the inspiration when I seen it in one of the seasonal books, I think it was, or the new Halloween book. I can't remember where it was, but so yeah, that was a very nice spread. Loved it. And here's another one that I really, really enjoyed. This was, I think, the funny thing about this one is that I did a video on this one because what this theme was in my Facebook group, Mamby Canadian Happy Planner group on Facebook. When I said that, we had a theme for hexagons. Okay. Now, when I'm doing the video, I don't know if you've caught it yet or not, but if you haven't, do yourself a favor, because I'm all kinds of crazy calling it oxagons. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I clarified it halfway through the video, but anyway, that's what this was for. I loved how it turned out. Again, the flowers up the middle. You know me, in the skinny, that's the way I do things. So this was a very enjoyable spread to get back to every single day of that week. And then I've got to another, the 25th to the 31st, we did, you know, a Halloween theme. Obviously, I think that was the theme for almost everybody that did planner spreads. And, you know, I think this was one of the seasonal books. I believe this is from Live, Love, Posh, these black florals down here. And I really enjoyed this. Again, the spiders and the house and everything was really cute for me. So, you know, that was a really good spread for me too. Really enjoyed it. And that was that for October in my on-the-go Skinny Classic. Then there's the Dusk Planner. So this was my catch-all, and let's just flip to October. Now, in October, I did a fall goals sheet. So this was just basically, you know, things I wanted to accomplish before the 4-letter word come. And I did most of these. I haven't planned for spring yet. Oh, and we still have a few of these to make. So what I do is I get old tubs that we aren't using anymore, cut a hole in them, fill them full of hay, that kind of stuff. We live on an embankment, so by the Boyne River, and there's a lot of homeless animals and stuff down there. So, you know, my husband and I like to put stuff out for the cats if there's some feral cats that need shelter. And, you know, so that's what we do. We kind of insulate it a little bit and put some hay in there for them so that at least they're out of the elements. Anyway, long and short of it is we still have a few of those to make and sprinkle along the edge of the river. And then obviously outside furniture is put away and wrapped up for the winter season. Get the big blankets all cleaned up and ready, quilts and what have you. And then, yeah, so that was a good thing to do. I think a lot of people were doing that fall, the fall goal spread anyway. So this is the 4th to the 10th. Another spread I really liked. You know, I thought to myself, how can I make this so that it's, you know, dainty and still has flowers on it, but still look kind of fallish. And, you know, this is what came out of it. I did fill it in a little bit here and there. I put a quote down here after the week was over. And this one I added after the fact too. I'm not sure if this one I did a video on or not. But anyway, if it is, it's all in my channel, so you can check it out. But, oh, and I added this as well. Sometimes I just go back and fill in the empty spots if there's great big white spaces. I don't really like white spaces, but, you know, sometimes you just can't have it all, right? And then, oh, this is, everybody enjoyed this spread. This was, you know, one of the first times I used, this was after the fact I found out what they called this. So they called this ribbon, but really what it was for, and I'll show you how I found out. What it was for wreaths. If people were making fall wreaths, then they had this ribbon to go around it. And the reason I found that out, I kept calling it ribbon in the video, but the reason why I found it out was because I found this. And it's ribbon, but I asked the lady, why do they call it ribbon? And she said it's for the wreaths. So here's another one. So I'm going to do this spread, snowflakes, same type of scenario, coming soon. So that's what that is. Wreath ribbon. But I really liked it. I really was concerned about the copper boxes showing up, but you know what, everybody enjoyed that spread. I think it was one of my top 4 this month, and you know, I think it turned out really well, and the whole inspiration was that ribbon. And this was another well-liked one. I think I did this one just because, you know, it started this week. It started to get really cold, and the heat had to go on here and that kind of stuff. And that just really, you know, when the summer weather goes, it's very upsetting. And especially to me, I love the heat. And so, yeah, I went with the dark moods. I think this one is one of the newer sticker books from Happy Planner that I used. And I really, really like it. And then we go to the 25th to the 31st. So I did a sheet, movies to watch, Halloween movies, scary movies. So I did that, and I checked them all off. I watched them all, and I did this spread with Our Budget Life. She makes these beautiful stickers. And I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to do my last week of the month Halloween spread with those stickers because I just love them. Love the bats. And I tried my hand at lettering, and, you know, as I was finishing up, I touched it. And so I just did an arrow and went, whoops. You know, I wasn't going to try and figure out how to fix it. I could have took this washi off and then wrote it again, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. So that is that spread, and that's the final spread in my October for my desk planner. It was a good month, and I enjoyed decorating it. So the next one is my wellness. My wellness planner. You know, wellness didn't do very well for me this month, I have to say. So this was the first week in October. I love the flowers that I put on there. Don't think I did a video on this one, but, you know, I did enjoy putting these flowers down. I love the simplicity of it. And, you know, the walking thing didn't go very well, I'll be honest. I mean, there was a couple days that I did really well because I participated in a group challenge on Fitbit. So, you know, that motivated me quite a bit. And, you know, I did better. So, you know, overall it was a great week that way. And I'm going to cough for a second. Excuse me. Excuse me. I just felt a tickle. I'm going to have a coffee. So overall, it was a decent week for me, walking wise, and my self-care and everything was good. So that was a great week. Then this next week, again, didn't do very well. I have a hard time with getting my Fitbit on in the morning. I get up and I start getting around and moving and whatever, and I don't put it on, and before you know it, half the day's gone. So what I started to do, and you'll see in the next spread, is just say if I walked at all. If I did a walk, if it was a big walk or not, no walk, whatever. And again, I like the simplicity of it. You know, maybe too simple on this page, but because I put a lot of, you know, prompts in here, like boxes for things to write in. But, you know, I did my vitamins, my tracking stuff, I did very well this week as well. And then this one was my favorite. So this favorite spread, I mean, not maybe favorite week. But as you can see, went for a walk. I walked uptown. No walk. Skipped today. Did okay Saturday. And then I did a walk on Sunday. So, you know what? Not great. Not great. But, you know, my self-care, my hydration, stretching that I added there was still good. I'm okay with that stuff. It's the habit of getting that Fitbit on is, you know, what's my issue. So I have to figure that one out. I think what I'm going to do is put it right by, someone told me put it right by the bathroom, where the sink, where your toothbrush and all that stuff is. your hair, everything that you use to get ready, and it'll be sitting right there. And I have a shelf that I can put it on, so that I think I'm going to try that this coming week. So let's move on to the next week. So the next week is the last week in October in my wellness. And again, I did the same thing. Went for a walk, a couple small walks, long walk on Sunday. So, that kind of worked well with me. Water was okay. Self-care was okay. And then I did a few of these prompts, which was really good. And in this spread, I used scrapbook paper. So I cut the scrapbook paper out. I didn't like how this turned out. I think I got lazy. What I really should have done was cut around the light, did the fussy cut thing, cut around the candles, and, made it a little bit. Instead, I just cut it out straight. So that was just the lazy way out, I think. So I wasn't too happy with how that kind of turned out. But, the end of the day, it's still cute, and it is just my wellness, right? So there's always next week when you don't like the week that you decorated. There's always next week. So that's that one. And last but not least is my social media. And let's just get to that one. So the social media, monthly, didn't do much in there. That's fine. First week, loved this. Nice and bright, cheery. Things went well in it. Lots of plans, that kind of stuff. So I was happy with how this spread turned out and how the week turned out with, the videoing and the social media in all aspects. So I try and post my spreads on TikTok and Facebook, all the groups I'm in, and also try and do, take care of my Facebook group, doing the posts and the themes and the what have you there. So it's a lot to keep up with, but you know what? This worked out really well this week. Then there was this week, and again, I did so this is 11th to the 17th, obviously, and I did a sheet because I was trying to figure out what was the best way instead of doing like the posts and the film and the, throughout the week, if I did a sheet. Well, it didn't work out too well. Obviously, because then I went back to doing this and putting it. And I didn't put any color in here. I kept it black and white because I had this sheet in here. So I thought, you know what, and it's on both sides. So that kind of made up for the color. The sheet I had this color going down here. So I just continued along with that. So that was good. And then there's this week. Well, this week was not my social media. So what I had done, I did a big faux pas. I thought this was my catch-all, and I was writing in here all week of my catch-all plans. And nothing in my actual catch-all desk planner. So what I ended up doing is when I realized it, I thought, oh my gosh, now my other one is empty. So I went back to that, and sure enough, it was empty. So I had to take everything in here and put it in there. So, accidents happen. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm surprised I haven't done this before. This is the first time I've ever done it. So it was, kind of funny. And then the last week, this was a very, very, very well-liked spread. I don't think that there was anybody that disliked it. It was the top liked spread of the month. I got this idea from Uniquely Happy Planning. She did a beautiful spread, very much like this, way better. But she did it, and I asked her permission to try, and she said, of course. And so this was my take on it. Loved it, and everybody else loved it. And I actually used it for social media this time instead of my catch-all. So I will not make that mistake again. Anyway, Really, really loved that spread. So, and that's that. That's the end of my planners. Flip through. I hope you really enjoyed it, and stay tuned for another video. I've got one coming out shortly for the rest of this week in one of my planners. So stay tuned for that. And if you're new here, I hope you consider subscribing. And everybody, if you can like and comment, that would be awesome. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.